on the interwebs, there are 3 levels of traffic. On the internet, there are 3 levels of traffic. So level number 1, which is kind of like the beginner's level, is search marketing. That's where somebody goes to Google or Bing or something like that, types in what they're looking for, and then Google will present them with possible ways to meet their needs and fulfill their problems, okay? That's the easiest form of online advertising because somebody is actively searching for a solution to their problems. That's why, hence, search marketing. So Google and Bing. Now, I have covered that on November the 5th in great detail. I covered all of that in that Q&A. So if you want to do search marketing, here you go, covered for you in full. Bing and Google, pretty much the same. Indeed, if you set up your Google ads, it's then very simply to copy across into Bing, and you really should do that too. So that's level 1, beginner's level. And I'm going to kind of wrap this in. You'll see where I'm going with this in a second, Emma. Level number 2 is your intermediate level. And that is, it's called interruption marketing. Interruption marketing is where you're coming over to somewhere like Facebook and you are interrupting what the searcher or the potential customer is doing. I'm just seeing if I've got something in here where I can show you where somebody's trying to run an ad to me. Nothing. That kind of sucks, but ooh, Sunday fun day. That's a cool bike. So that's interruption marketing. I'm on Facebook ostensibly to look at pictures of my friends and cats and dogs and my kids and stuff like that. But because Facebook allows its advertisers to target the individuals very, very well on Facebook, my demographics, my psychographics, what I'm interested in, etc., it's a good way to be able to put adverts in front of people. But ultimately, you are interrupting what I am currently doing, which is looking at cool bikes on Facebook, okay? So that's level number 2. Level number 3 is the advanced level. So advanced level is things like, let's go, sorry. So this would be a advanced level of marketing. So whereby I can run ads like that, for instance. That's an ad, that Canadian artificial intelligence thing, that was an ad. On the display network, here's another ad. IT help desks, that's another one. So that's the display network. And you would probably know them better as banner ads, okay? So you would have probably know them better as banner ads. Here's another one, another banner ad. So that is the most advanced form of advertising. And I would also group YouTube ads into that as well, because whilst they are ostensibly an interruption form of marketing, the infrastructure is not as developed as Facebook, and therefore currently it's still a very, very advanced form of marketing. So that's your 3 sorts of different marketing, Emma. So for you, you should start, when you're looking for your customers, you should start with search marketing, because your customers will come and find you. Very important distinction. Your customers are coming looking for you. You're not looking for them. They are looking for you. And you are simply putting your advert in front of people that are already looking for what you've got to sell. So always start with search marketing. Now, level number 2. So once you've done that, set up your Google Ads, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to cover number 3, because it is very, very advanced. But I'll talk briefly about level number 2 and how you can find customers on level 2. So level number 2, Facebook is the obvious one. There are others, but Facebook, just because we all know it, all right? So on Facebook, Facebook gives you an inordinate amount of ways of targeting your customers. So what's this? When you're setting up your Facebook ads, you could definitely target, what's your demographic? Retirees. So baby boomers, you can target them psychographically, you can target them demographically, you can target them via interests and things like that. Now, one of the many things that I have you do when you are setting up all of your assets for your page, one of the many things I have you do is set up a Facebook page, a Facebook for Business page. And one of the reasons that I do that is so that you can then go and use something called the audiences. So if I come here, go to all tools, and I'm going to plan an audience insights, that one right there. So if I come over to audience insights, then I'll come and I end up somewhere like this. So right now, if I set this to Australia, so I set it to my country I'm going to target, I'll leave everything else open. I can set up my interests, but I'll just show you this one thing with the page. People connected to, and let's just put in Aussie online entrepreneurs. So now I get to find out all of the information about the people that like the page, not the group, which is what we're all in, but the page, Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, okay? So I can see it's 45% female, 55% guys. I can see my ages for those things, relationship status, education levels. So very, very smart folks like the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. But here's where it gets interesting. So I can now use this information to target my ads at people who are probably going to like my page too, or what I have to offer. So reliable education, that's Adam Hudson's thing, him of the very, very white shiny teeth. Freedom 360, that's Sophie, gosh, what's her last name? Sophie, I forget her last name, but she does some Amazon thing. Positive real estate, that's Dimfna Baholt, isn't it? Something like that. Australian Importing Club, yada, yada, yada. Knowledge Source, Web Profits, Success Resources, that's Tony Robbins and all that mob. So you can see, I get to have a great deal of understanding about how I can find and target my people online. So it works really, really well. Last one you could use is something like SimilarWeb. So if I, for instance, was interested in finding people, so if you know a particular website that is a very, very big website for over 50s or something like that, and let's just say that it is, what's a good, Myers in Australia, for instance, you know that, it's probably a terrible answer, but still, Myers, oh, here we go. You knew that your customers shopped on Myer, then if I just put in keywords, websites, then it's going to give me intel about that. This is called SimilarWeb. It's free. It's going to give me insights about this particular website, visits over time, geography, the marketing channels, and the top referring websites. So I can then run my banner ads on those websites. So there's a lot you can do. You can see you get a shitload of information. It's pretty sexy, actually. So there's a lot you can do with that, Emma, to find your audience online. But again, always start with the low-hanging fruit, Google, and then move yourself up through the hierarchy of traffic sources, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, yada, 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 things like that. I hope that helps.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.